Alright, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B today. We got one case of 2024 Panini Select Baseball to get into. Well, we get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and eBay Live. Also, you mentioned the other person in this one, link down in the description. Alright, 12 boxes, good to go. Good luck, everybody. Gunnar Henderson, Rodriguez, Ethan Salas, Rhett Lauder, and Albert Pujols. Any available spots? No, sir. Breaks were sold the night before. Orelvis Martinez, Bruce Bochy, Brendan Maeo, Drew Jones, and Jackson Merrill. Dylan Head, Ty Floyd, Juan Marichal, Jim Tumey, and Drew Gilbert. Larry Doby, Ronnie Mauricio, Jackson Churio, excuse me, Ronnie Mauricio, and Rafi Velasquez. Now, always helpful when things actually show up when they're supposed to, right? Diego Cartaya, purple, out of 99. Jacob Wilson, patch, and Big Poppy. Speaking of, if you were supposed to be an impeccable, guess what? It will be here today. We're good to go. Sammy Sosa. Silver, Paul Skeens, Colson Montgomery. Robin Ventura, Cal Ripken, Roy Halladay out of 199, and Redemption, Spencer Arrighetti. Diamond Action Signatures, and Noble Meyer. Ken Griffey Jr., Xavier Isaac. Tie-dye for Scott Rowland out of 25, Roberto Clemente, and George Brett. Ozzie Smith, Owen Casey, Chase Dollander out of 199, Leo DeVries, and Blake Mitchell. Harrison Waldrop, Adi Alamador, George Brett, silver, Nick Lofton, and Chase DeLauder, silver auto. Phil Rizzuto, Roy Halladay, Trey Morgan, Ethan Salas, and Blake Dunn. Red Lauder, Ryan Lasco, Josh Knopf out of 99, George Lombard Jr., and Chase Davis. Box number 2. Marcelo Mayer, Chase Dollander, Adiel Amador out of 99, White, Brady House, and Jace Bowen. Aaron Judge, Don Mattingly, Sebastian Walcott out of 199, Marcelo Mayer, and JD Gonzalez. Roman Anthony, Tommy Troy, Ken Griffey Jr. out of 199, Ricky Henderson, and Jairo Iriarte. Miles Naylor, this is Zach DeLope, Colson Montgomery, 99 out of 99, red patch for Kyle Teal, and Hank Greenberg. Judy Caminero, Bobby Wood Jr., Hurston Waldrop, Christian Scott, and Adam Jones. Yohan Santana, Nomar Garcia Part, Ethan Salas out of 149, Colin Huck, and Jacob Mizurowski. I believe we did and are looking into it. Nolan Ryan, Ryan Sandberg, Gunnar Henderson out of 199, Jacob Gonzalez, and Arjun Namala. Starlin Kaba, Grant Taylor, Tony Gwynn, Gunnar Henderson, Silver Auto, and Trey Morgan. Jim Palmer, Bob Gibson, Roy Halladay, Yadier Molina, and Nolan Shanuel. A-Rod, Bryce Eldridge, ooh, Yohandy Morales, Emerald, 2 of 5. Charlie Soto, and Ichiro. Chase Davis, Colt Keith, Xavier Isaac out of 49, Ty Pete, Silver Auto, and Stan Musial. River Ryan, Josh Noth, Jack Leiter out of 149, Ethan Salas, and Kevin McGonigal. Box number 3. A-Rod, Bryce Eldridge, Roman Anthony out of 199, Jacob Mizurowski, and Jordan Maggio. Chase Davis, Colt Keith, Gunnar Henderson Silver, and 28 of 35 patch auto for Luis Gonzalez. Game worn. I really like that about this year's select. Lots of game worn stuff. Jackson Joe. Dylan Cruz. Evan Carter. Or Elvis Martinez at a 149. Mickey Mantle. And Max Muncy. River Ryan. Josh Noth. Lou Brock. George Lombard Jr. And Hessen Kierstad. Max Anderson, Carlos Beltran, Arjun Namala, Brock Porter, and Sean Sullivan. Ken Griffey Jr., Xavier Isaac, Matt Shaw, Dylan Cruz, blue out of 49, and Pee Wee Reese. Ozzie Smith, Owen Casey, Ichiro out of 199. Silver auto for Emmett Sheehan and Tremar Johnson. Person Waldrop, Adiel Amador, Bruce Bochy, Blake Mitchell, and Ernie Banks. Phil Rizzuto, Roy Halladay, Mark McGuire, Noah Schultz, Alonzo Treadwell, Red Lauder, Ryan Lasco, white for Roman Anthony out of 99. Colson Montgomery, patch, and David Festa. Gunner, Ryder Carius, or Elvis Martinez, Roy Halladay, and Jackson Churio. Elvis Martinez, Bruce Bochy, and gold, Brock Wilken. 4 out of 10. James Wood and Goose Gossage. Jackson Merrill. Nolan Shanuel. Colson Montgomery out of 199. Adi Alamador. Silver auto. And Colt Emerson. Luis Acuna. Alex Clemmy. Connor Norby out of 199. Red Lauder. And Diego Cartaya. Andrew Painter. Juan Bin Show. Jacob Wilson Silver. And silver auto for Starlin Caba. Jacob Wilson. Bud Selig. Ada Miller. Drew Gilbert. Ozzie Smith. And Will Clark. Matt Shaw. Lou Brock. Eddie Murray out of 99. And red patch out of 99. Spencer Arrietty. Willie Mays. Drew Jones, Noble Meyer, and gold, Joe DiMaggio. 8 of 10. Red for Aiden Miller out of 99. And Billy Martin. Eddie Murray, Enrique Bradfield, Mickey Mantle, red out of 149. Colson Montgomery, and Carson Rocafort. Roberto Clemente, Brock Porter, Phil Rizzuto, Albert Pujols, and Jace Borhoffen. Tom Glavine, Kyle Manzardo, Ryan Lasco, Albert Pujols, and Silas Arduin. Yogi Berra, Paul Skeens, Grant Taylor, Dylan Head, and Robert Hassel. Tommy Troy, Ty Pete, Diego Cartaya, Jackson Churio, and Ada Miller. Zach DeLope, Roman Anthony, Starlin Caba, Adiel Amador, and Eric Patoni. Nomar Garcia Parra, Junior Caminero, Mark McGuire Silver, Mike Piazza, and Alonzo Treadwell. Bobby Witt, Miles Naylor, Chipper Jones out of 199, Francisco Valorio, Silver Auto, and Ernie Banks. Brad Taylor, Nolan Ryan, Chase Dollander out of 99, and Pat for Hessen Kierstad, Chase Young. Chase Dollander, Starlin Caba, Leo DeVries, Silver, Brock Porter, and Goose Gossage. Don Mattingly, Marcelo Mayer, Bruce Bochy, and Paul Skeens, Jairo Iriarte. Ryan Sandberg, Johan Santana, Gunnar Henderson, Evan Carter, and Jackson Churio. Calvin Zardo, Drew Jones, Brandon Maea out of 99, Albert Pujols, and Jackson Jobe. That's a Kierstad. Silver Auto for Colt Keith, Jackson Merrill, Nolan Shanuel, and Mickey Mantle. Yogi Berra, Paul Skeens, Roderick Arias, Dylan Head, and Sean Sullivan. Matt Shaw, Lou Brock, Stan the Man out of 149, Jackson Churio, and Brandon Fat. Tommy Troy, Ty Pete, silver, Justin Crawford, Adiel Amador, and Pee Wee Reese. Zach DeLope, Roman Anthony, Adam Wainwright, Junior Caminero, blue out of 49, and Tramar Johnson. Box number 6, Aaron Judge, Don Mattingly, Blake Mitchell silver, Mike Piazza, Adam Wainwright, Jim Palmer, Bob Gibson, Larry Doby, blue out of 49, Evan Carter, and Paul Skeens. Alex Rodriguez, Bryce Eldridge, Dylan Head out of 199, Diamond Action Signatures for Spencer Arrietty. And there's number 2 on that redemption, and Lucas Shaw. Chase Davis, Colt Keith, James Wood silver, Evan Carter, and Emmett Sheehan. River Ryan, Josh Knob, Tony Gwynn, Brock Porter, and Herson Waldrop. Dylan Cruz, Evan Carter, Noah Meyer out of 149, Patch, silver, Jackson Churio, and Gino Gruber. Miles Naylor, Zach DeLoach, Nick Lofton silver, Colson Montgomery, and Ada Miller. Judy Caminero, Bobby Witt, Heston Kierstad, Albert Pujols, and Eric Batoni. Johan Santana, Nomar Garcia Parra, Enrique Bradfield Jr. out of 49, Dylan Head, and James Triantos. One Ryan Sandberg, Jim Tomey, Andre Galarraga, patch auto, red out of 49, and Xianming Wang. Starlin Caba, Grant Taylor, silver die cut for Jonah Tom, diamond level die cut. Jackson Churio and Bo Jackson. Marcelo Mayer, Chase Dollander, Diego Cartaya out of 149, and Adiel Amador, Evan Carter. Bruce Bochy, Gunnar Henderson, Sammy Sosa out of 149, and Connor Norby, 31 out of 49, blue auto, Jackson Merrill. Cal Ripken or Elvis Martinez, ×2, Junior Caminera, and Noble Meyer. Ty Floyd, Robin Ventura, Bob Gibson, Jake Gonzalez, and Drew Gilbert. Ronnie Mauricio, Dylan Head, Aiden Miller out of 199, Tommy Lasorda, patch, and Brady Taylor. Tony Gwynn, Larry Doby, silver, Felon Celestine, Gunnar Henderson, and Rafi Velasquez. Jackson Churio, Brandon Baea, Eric Patoni out of 25, Chase Dollander, and Joe DiMaggio. Xavier Isaac, Max Anderson, Drew Jones out of 199. Rhett Lauder. George Brett. Owen Casey. Ken Griffey Jr., Ricky Henderson. And Colt Keith. Silverado. Blake Mitchell. Adi Alamador. Ozzie Smith. Jackson Merrill. Drew Jones. And Nick Lofton. Roy Halladay, Hurston Waldrop, orange for Kevin McGonigal out of 49. Jim Tomey, Harry Ford. Ryan Lasco, Phil Rizzuto. Bruce Bochy, Ronnie Maurizio. And Blake Dunn. Roderick Arias, Rhett Lauder, or Don Mattingly, Adiel Amador out of 99. And Albert Pujols. Box break. Steve Garvey, Chipper Jones, Cade Horton, and Ryan Braun. Ryan Blaney comes later today. Connor Norby, Drew Hackenberg, Eric Vitoni out of 199. Bryce Matthews, Bobby Wood Jr., and Giovanni Rodriguez. Roberto Alomar, George Lombard Jr., Kevin Alcantara to 25, Joe DiMaggio, and Brock Wilken. Bryce Matthews, Tommy White, Dylan Head out of 99, Ty Pete, Silverado, and Jack Leiter. Alex Fleming, Kyle Teal, Johan Santana out of 199, Dylan Cruz, and David Wright. Leo DeVries, Justin Crawford, Yogi Berra out of 149, Marcelo Mayer, and Spencer Arrietty. Noah Schultz, Takoa Roby, Josh Knott out of 49, Aaron Judge, and Luis Baez. Jacob Gonzalez, Reggie Jackson, Ethan Salas. Out of 49, blue patch for Bryce Eldridge. Nice patch. Not getting used. Sad. Jackson Churio. Brandon Taylor, Gary Carter, Kobe Mayo, Kevin McGonigal, and Mike Bove. Cards of Wise and Hunt, Abner Uribe, Nick Lofton out of 149. Spencer Jones, and Enrique Bradfield Jr. Jacob Wilson, Sebastian Walcott, Reggie Jackson out of 199. Pedro Martinez, and Mark McGuire. Mickey Mantle, Arjun Namala, Jackson Merrill, Nolan Ryan, 9 of 10, gold auto. Boom. That's a beauty. And Frank Thomas. Bob Gibson, Aaron Judge, Frank Thomas out of 199. Silverado for Dylan Head and Paul Skeens. Bryce Eldridge, Jim Palmer, Roderick Arias Silver, Roberto Clemente, and Luke Shaw. Colt Keith, Alex Rodriguez, Drew Thorpe, tie-dye to 25, Leo DeVries, and Emmett Sheehan. Josh Knott, Chase Davis, Colin Huck out of 149, and patch for Tommy Troy. That's a Pedroia. Evan Carter, River Ryan, Gunnar Henderson Silver, Ethan Salas, and Hurston Waldrop. Carlos Beltran, Dylan Cruz, Marcelo Mayer, George Lombard Jr., and Colson Montgomery. Bobby Wood Jr., Miles Naylor, Roberto Alomar out of 199, Mike Piazza, and James Triantos. Nomar Garcia Parra, Junior Cabanero, Red Lauder Silver, and Sebastian Walcott, Silver Auto. Jim and Wong. Ryan Sandberg, Johan Santana, Noble Meyer, Evan Carter, and Bo Jackson. Grant Taylor, Nolan Ryan, Joe DiMaggio out of 99, Barack Porter, and Sammy Stafura. Chase Dollander, Starlin Cava, Rod Carew, Paul Skeens, and Adam Wainwright. Don Mattingly, Marcelo Mayer, Chase Dollander, and blue for Noble Meyer out of 49, and James Wood. Box number 10. Larry Doby, Ronnie Maurizio, Ryan Lasco out of 49, Colt Emerson, red, 63 out of 99, and Kobe Mayo. Brandon Maia, Tony Gwynn, Hurston Waldrop Silver, Brandon Maia, and Chase Dollander. Jim Tomey, Jackson Churio, Ryan Sandberg, Buster Posey, and Feldman Celestine. Ethan Salas, James Wood, David Wright, out of 149, Spencer Jones, patch, and Rhett Lauder. Thomas White, Juan Marichal, Roy Halladay Silver, Bobby Wood Jr., and Ricky Henderson. Kyle Teal, Bryce Matthews, Nolan Ryan, Evan Carter, and Rod Carew. Nomar Garcia Parra, Junior Cabanero, Zach DeLope out of 199, and Brock Wilkin, Silver Auto. Giovanni Rodriguez. Carson Weisenhunt, Dylan Head, Jace Boroff in silver, Paul Skeens, and Brock Wilkin. Jacob Wilson, Sebastian Walcott, Nomar Garcia Parra, Matt Shaw, and Jack Leiter. Mickey Mantle, Arjun Amala, Yadi Molina out of 99, patch out of 99, Brady House, and Walker Martin. Leo DeVries, Justin Crawford, Ozzie Smith, Connor Norby, and David Wright. Steve Garvey, Chipper Jones, Johan Santana, Jackson Churio, and Christian Scott. Box number 11. Jim Thome, Jackson Churio, Colson Montgomery Silver, Judy Caminero, and Joe DiMaggio. Carson Washington Hunt, Abner Uribe, Noah Schultz Silver, Mariano Rivera, and Tamar Johnson. Jacob Wilson, Sebastian Walcott, Hurston Waldrop, Aaron Judge, and Ernie Banks. Mickey Mantle, Arjun Namala, Nolan Ryan out of 199 and out of 49. Ben Sheets, red patch auto. Alonzo Treadwell. Leo DeVries, Justin Crawford, Urson Waldrop Silver, Kevin McGonigal, and Jackson Churio. Steve Garvey, Chipper Jones, Gunnar Henderson, Spencer Jones, and Goose Gossage. Connor Norby, Drew Hackenberg, Frank Thomas, orange out of 49, and out of 99, red patch for Evan Carter. Johnny Bench. Sammy Sosa, James Wood, Yanni Molina, red Buster Posey out of 99, and Jackson Jobe. Juan Marichal, Ethan Salas, Willie McCovey out of 199, Jacob Gonzalez, and Heston Kierstad. Noah Schultz, Takoa Roby, ×2. Ricky Tiedemann, silver auto, and Sean Sullivan. Jacob Gonzalez, Reggie Jackson, Ozzie Smith, Gunnar Henderson, and Pee Wee Reese. Brady Taylor, Gary Carter, Matt Shaw out of 149, Chase Dollander, and Leo DeVries. Final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. All right, good luck, everybody. Nolan Ryan, Ryan Sandberg, Chase Davis out of 149, Willie Mays, and Will Warren. Selling Kava, Grant Taylor, James Triantos, Jack Leiter, and David Wright. Marcelo Mayer, Chase Dollander, Will Clark out of 199, Drew Jones out of 49, and Jack Leiter. Aaron Judge, Don Mattingly, Ozzie Smith out of 99, Owen Casey, silver auto, and Brock Wilkin. Eddie Murray, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Jace Boroffin out of 149, Ronnie Mauricio, and Giovanni Rodriguez. Lou Brock, Yogi Berra, Johnny Damon out of 149, Connor Norby, tie-dye patch out of 35, or out of 25, and Jordan Tong. Ty Pete, Matt Shaw, Steve Garvey, Noah Meyer, and Jose Reyes. That look, feel, and smell like impeccable. Roman Anthony, Tommy Troy, Mickey Mantle out of 199, Gunnar Henderson, and Chase Petty. Miles Naylor, Zach DeLoach, and finally, Zebra SSP, Dylan Cruz. That's a nice one. Dylan Cruz, Mariano Rivera. Judy Caminero, Bobby Witt, Noble Meyer out of 49. And Ellie De La Cruz, 14/35. Purple auto. Nice. Awesome Wells. Roberto Clemente, Brock Porter. Grant Taylor. Dylan Cruz. And Spencer Arrietty. Johan Santana, Nomar Garcia Parra, Nolan Ryan, Jackson Churio, and Christian Scott. And that'll do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Really do appreciate it. Crush that thing in under 40 minutes. Proud of us. Go team. All right, for the hit recap, of which there are a couple of things. Diego Cartaya, Jacob Wilson, Roy Halladay, Spencer Arrietty, Scott Rowland, Chase Dollander, Chase DeLauder, Josh Noth, Adiel Amador, Sebastian Walcott, Kieran Griffey Jr., Kyle Teal, Ethan Salas, Gunnar Henderson, Yohandy Morales out of 5, Xavier Isaac, Ty Pete, Jack Leiter, Roman Anthony, Luis Gonzalez, Orelvis Martinez, Dylan Cruz, Ichiro, Emma Sheehan, Roman Anthony, Colson Montgomery, Brock Wilkin, gold out of 10, Colson Montgomery, Adiel Amador, Connor Norby, Starlin Cava, Eddie Murray, Spencer Arrietty, and Joe DiMaggio, gold out of 10. Ada Miller, Mickey Mantle, Chipper Jones, Francisco Valorio, Chase Dollander, Heston Kierstad, Brandon Baea, Colt Keith, Stan the Man, Judy Caminero, Evan Carter, Dylan Head, Spencer Arrietty, Noah Meyer, and Jackson Churio. Ricky Bradfield Jr., Andre Galarraga, Jordan Tong, and Diego Cartaya. Sammy Sosa, Connor Norby, Aiden Miller, Tony Lasorda, Eric Pitoni, Drew Jones, Colt Keith, Kevin McGonigal, Adiel Amador, Kevin Alcantara, Eric Pitoni, Dylan Head, Ty Pete, Johan Santana, Yogi Berra, Josh Noth, Bryce Eldridge, Nick Lofton, Reggie Jackson, and gold, Nolan Ryan auto out of 10. Frank Thomas, Dylan Head, Drew Thorpe, Colin Huck, and Tommy Troy. Roberto Alomar, Sebastian Walcott, Joe DiMaggio, Noah Meyer, Ryan Lasco, Colt Emerson, David Wright, Spencer Jones, Zach DeLope, Brock Wilkin, Yanni Molina, Brady House, and Ben Sheets. Nolan Ryan, Frank Thomas, Evan Carter, Buster Posey, Willie McCovey, that one, Ricky Tiedemann, Matt Shaw, Chase Davis, Will Clark, Drew Jones, Ozzie Smith, Owen Casey, Jace Boroffen, Johnny Damon, Connor Norby, Mickey Mantle, Dylan Cruz, Case Hit, Zebra, Noble Meyer, and Ellie De La Cruz, 14/35. All right, that is it for baseball. Going to go ahead and get set up for Electrum Football Solo Pack, I do believe. That is up next. And we have NT NASCAR, 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes, and then Impeccable. So catch you guys back here for all of that here in just a minute. Thank you guys for being part of the break and being here on a Wednesday. Catch you back here in about 5 minutes. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Electrum Football Solo Edition that we're going to be getting into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and go live. Also, need to mention the no purchase necessary for a link down in the description. Is 25 and 25. Knock these bad boys out. Good luck, everybody. Well, that's a good way to start. Caleb Williams, Electrum Avenue tie-dye, 4 of 8. Fantastic way to get started. Siobhan Cordero, 5 of 6. Gage Larverdam, 9 of 25. Marcel Reed, 23 out of 59. Cody Epps, 33 out of 59. Adonai Mitchell, 57 out of 59. Gavin Sawchuk, 11 out of 59. Everson Walls, 2 of 25. Ellis Robinson, 1 of 5. Amari Knee-Black, 9 of 59. Daniel Odom, 14 of 59. Robert Lewis, 24 of 25. Jordan McLeod, 58 out of 59. James Georgia Jr., 2 of 10. Eugene Wilson, 25 out of 25. Earl Campbell, heavy metal, 13 of 25. Ricky White, 2 of 6. Dual auto, Quinshon Judkins and a Travion Henderson. 7 of 7. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that. Tez Johnson, 51 out of 99. George McIntyre, 26 out of 59. Dylan Gabriel, 29 out of 45. Malachi Coleman, or Malachi Coleman, 5 of 5. Taquai Hayes, 1 of 6. Juju Lewis, tie-dye, 8 of 8. And end of the first half, Durham Burgess, 3 of 6. Cam Ward, it's also a nasty one. 23 of 25, the portal. We've got Cam and Caleb. Back-to-back ones. Chris Mitchell, 15 to 25. There's our crystal ball. Jaden Daniels, 4 300-yard passing games. I wonder if he got that. I feel like he probably did. Devontae Walker, 1 of 4. Brian Wesco, 45 out of 59. Amani Bailey, 2 of 45. Austin Jones, red out of 2. Ja'Kai Douglas, 26 out of 45. Ollie Gordon, 51 out of 59. Anthony Evans, 1 of 8. Kyle McCord, 1 of 1. Nice. He's in a good spot too in Philly. Oh, Malachi Nelson. There's a transfer portal himself, 2 of 2. Brock Vandegrift, 58 out of 59. Brady Lichtenberg, 4 of 4. Jaden Blue, 42 out of 59. Trey Taylor, out of 59. Steve Young, out of 25. Austin Simmons, out of 25. Dylan Gabriel, 4 of 8. Getting at least 2 more jerseys of that by the end of the year. Keelan Marion, out of 10. Evan Stewart, out of 45. Jacob Zeno, out of 59. Michael Tollison, 6 of 8. Donovan Edwards, out of 45. Really shocked to see he was undrafted. Final 2 packs. Jaden Wilson, out of 59. And the portal, Malachi Nelson, 15 out of 45. You just run this card back again and put North Texas Mean Green. I think that's where he ended up. Or was it Texas San Antonio? One of those Texas teams. Alright, that'll do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, and then we'll take care of this little number. Chris Mitchell, Jaden Daniels, Devontae Walker, Brian Wesco, Amani Bailey, Austin Jones, Ja'Kai Douglas, Ollie Gordon, Anthony Evans, Kyle McCord, 1 of 1. Malachi Nelson out of 2, Brock Vandegrift, Brady Lichtenberg, Jaden Blue, Trey Taylor, and Steve Young. Austin Simmons, Dylan Gabriel, Keelan Marion, Evan Stewart, Jacob Zeno, Michael Tollison, Donovan Edwards, Jaden Wilson, and Malachi Nelson. Siobhan Cordiero, George Larverdan, Marcel Reed, Cody Epps, Adonai Mitchell, Gavin Sawchuk, Everson Walls, Ellis Robinson, Amari Kneeblack, Daniel Odom, Robert Lewis, Jordan McLeod, James Jointer Jr., Eugene Wilson, and Earl Campbell. Ricky White, Tez Johnson, George McIntyre, Dylan Gabriel, Malachi Coleman, Taquai Hayes, Juju Lewis, Durham Burgess, Cameron Ward, and Caleb Williams. Boom on those 2. And dual auto, Quinshawn Judkins and Travion Henderson. 7 of 7. Alright, that is it for football for today. Thank you guys so much again for spending part of your Wednesday here with us. We really do appreciate it. And we look forward to having you back in here sometime in the near future. We got tons more Leaf stuff for football up and running. More of this. We've got, what is it? Heroes and Prospects, Eclectic, and Leaf Metal Draft is coming out. Sometime in the next, like, 3 weeks, I think. So, see you back here for all of that. And we're going to go to random.org real quick. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Get me through a how do you thought for us. Gonna go 10 times on the random. Good luck to you too. Out of 7, auto, dual auto. That is 8 times, 9 times, and final roll. Quinn-Sean Judkins coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, next up we do have, I believe it is NT NASCAR. So we'll catch you guys back here in a few minutes when we get that set up and good to go. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Panini National Treasures NASCAR to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live, we do it live. Also, any of the purchase necessary for link down in the description. What time is impeccable? That is going to be at about 30 minutes, give or take. Box number 1. Clint Boyer, Mark Martin, and Todd Gilliland. White sparkles. Start off with Todd Gilliland, 49 out of 49. Connor Mossack, 3 of 25. Dana Dye, 49 out of 99. Denny Hamlin, out of 99. $14 of 25, Joey Gase, tire patch auto booklet. Boom. That's a nice one. Chase Elliott, out of 99. Riley Earps, out of 49. Ooh, 2 of 5. Eric Almirola, patch auto. Look at that patch. Sick stuff. $17 of 49. Hendrick Motorsports' Casey Kane. And Ryan Blaney, 30 of 99. Box number 2. White sparkle number 2. William Byron, Taylor Gray, and Corey LaJoy. Kyle Busch out of 25. Ryan Blaney out of 49. Austin Hill out of 99. Ryan Newman out of 99. Clint Boyer out of 75. Austin Dillon, 2 of 10. Nice patch. Zane Smith out of 99. Harrison Burton out of 99. 2023 Prime Auto. Rusty Wallace out of 99. And Kurt Busch, 5 of 10, or 5 of 20, excuse me. White Sparkle number 3. Daniel Dye, Denny Hamlin, and Kurt Busch. Chris Buescher, 10 of 49. Alex Bowman out of 25. Justin Allgaier out of 99. Josh Williams out of 99. Brad Keselowski, 2 of 25. Kyle Larson out of 99. Out of 99, Daniel Dye. Connor Mozak out of 99. Out of 25, Carl Edwards. And King Petty, 35 and 99 patch auto. Little Jort patch. They're saying it's race worn too. On to the final box of the break, box number 4. Good luck, everybody. After this, we will do a hit recap, just in case anybody missed anything. Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, and Tanner Gray to close out the white sparkles. Austin Dillon out of 35. Jeff Burton out of 35. Out of 99, Michael McDowell. 23 of 25, Taylor Gray. I thought we were going to make it through without having to do one of these. Dual patch, Austin Dillon and Ty Dillon, 63 out of 99. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break in just a few seconds. Ty Gibbs out of 99. Tanner Gray, 613. Jake Drew out of 99. Thad Moffitt out of 49. That's a great patch for an 49. And final card of the break. 4 of 5, Jeff Gordon. Boom. That's a good way to end it. We'll take that. Let's get a hit recap going. Do have that one random to take care of here in a few seconds. White Sparkles, Ross Chastain, Martin Truex Jr., Tanner Gray, Daniel Dye, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, William Byron, Taylor Gray, Corey LaJoie, Clint Boyer, Mark Martin, and Todd Gilliland. No autos this time. Carl Edwards, Richard Petty, Justin Allgaier, Brad Keselowski, Josh Williams, Daniel Dye, Kyle Larson, and Connor Mosack. Todd Gilliland, Riley Earps, Daniel Dye, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Casey Kane. Out of 5, Eric Almirola, Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, Harrison Burton, Kurt Busch, Zane Smith, Austin Dillon, Clint Boyer, Ryan Newman, Austin Hill, Rusty Wallace, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, and Connor Mosack. Austin Dillon, Jeff Burton, Michael McDowell. Out of 5, Jeff Gordon, Thad Moffitt, Taylor Gray, Ty Gibbs, Tanner Gray, and Jake Drew. Booklet for Joey Gase out of 25. And dual patch, Austin and Ty Dillon out of 99. This will be going to random.org real quick. Knock this guy out. Appreciate you guys, as always, for being here, being part of the break. We look forward to having you back in here in the very near future. So until next time, guys, to random.org we go. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be through our high to be valid for us. Going to go 8 times on the random. Good luck to both of you. That is 7 times. Final roll. And it is Ty Dillon coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, that is it for NASCAR. Thank you guys again. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes Multisport. We'll be back with that in just a second. All right, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks, and let you know when we go live and if you're live. Also, you mentioned the dopers necessary for link down in the description. All right, brief thing that we need to go over before we get started with this. There was some kind of, I don't even know what to call it, a slight error happened. So I don't know if it's our side, eBay side, or what. I can't make heads or tails of it. But there were 27 in total spots that were double listed. And it's just randomly in the middle of it. So from S down to the T, so we're talking about Sam Perkins, Sammy Sosa, Sean O'Malley, Shaquille O'Neal, Shopcott, Sean Kemp, Shador Sanders, Cindy Moncrief, not Steph Curry, Stephon Marbury, Steve Atwater, Steve Garvey, Steve Grogan, Steve Nash, Steve Yeager, Steve Young, Tatanka, Terrence McKinney, Terrell Davis, Terry Bradshaw, Terry Francona, Tim Brown, Thurman Thomas, Tim Hardaway, Tim Raines, Tisha Venturi, Tito Santana, Tom Coughlin, Tom Glavine, Tommy Hearns, Tony Oliva, Tony Cook, Tony Perez, Tanya Harding, Tracy McGrady. All of those were double listed, meaning that there were two separate instances of them in the break when it was posted. And the really weird thing is that it's two different times. So if it was like back to back, then it's like that's a pretty easy thing to understand. But instead it was like almost an hour apart, which I can't make heads or tails of. Clearly there's some kind of mistake that's happened, but I'm not sure what. But I wanted to go ahead and explain this and go over this with you because if we hit any of these people, then the only fair way to really do this is whichever listing ended first is going to be considered the valid one. The secondary ones, the ones that ended later in the evening, those are going to be refunded no matter what, even if they hit. So, just wanted to go ahead and go over that real quick, explain that as best I can. And I'm assuming this is something on eBay side because there's literally no way this could have happened from our listing process, which makes me even more confused by what's happening here. So, just a heads up. We'll keep that in mind. And if you have any questions, you can DM us on eBay, and we will go over it as well in the messages. And you should, if you have any of the duplicate listings, you should be receiving a refund, which, to be fair, that's probably a good thing if you don't hit for that spot. Then you just don't have to deal with the pain of like, well, I hit, but I didn't get to keep it. All right. All that admin stuff is out of the way. If you're waiting for Impeccable Baseball, guess what? It is here. We are able to run that break immediately following this, so just stay tuned. All right. Ugh. That is 15 hobby boxes. 45 cards in total, just sitting in here waiting. Let's see what we got. Box number 1. Salvador Perez, 1 of 3. Don Mattingly, 5 of 5. And Tony Perez, big red machine, 81 out of 100. Jay Novacek, 1 of 7. Pete Rose, 6 of 8. And Jim Palmer, Ferguson Jenkins, and Jim Cat, 13 of 15. Triple auto. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Dave Justice out of 35. Mike Piazza die cut out of 5. And Thurman Thomas, 16 out of 100. Elvin Mattheum out of 15. Paul O'Neill out of 30. And Goldberg, 1 of 9. Sammy Sosa, 8 of 8. Ryan Sandberg out of 25. And Robin Yount, 30 out of 100. Donnie Shell out of 35. Greg Oden out of 100. And Patrick Mahomes, 1 of 1. Boom. That's a big boy right there. Box number 7. Cheryl Miller, die cut, 2 of 6. Joe Montana, 1 of 6. And Alex Morgan, 1 of 1. Win City. Tony Oliva out of 15. DJ Lagway, 1 of 1. And Floyd Mayweather Jr., 73 out of 100. Yeah, we already went over that at the start. You're going to get your refund. Don't worry. We got you. You are all set, my friend. Box number 9. Andre Reed, 7 of 8. Maya Hamm, 6 of 8. And 1 of 7. Bo Jackson. Don't know why I just showed the back of that, but it did. Box number 10. Joe Dumars, 3 of 8. Barry Larkin, 4 of 15. And dual auto, Steph Curry and Chris Mullet, 1 of 1. Boom. That'll be going to random.org. Good luck on that one. It's another big boy. In quite the case. Gary Sheffield out of 35. Dustin Poirier out of 35. And triple auto, Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, and Dwight Howard, 3 of 3. Terry Francona, 6 of 9. Brett Favre, 4 of 5. And Worm, Dennis Rodman, 15 of 100. Jim Hart, 1 of 1. Mike Tyson, 3 of 3. And John Stallworth, 44 out of 100. Box number 14. Ozzie Smith, 5 of 8. Saeed Yakub Kakramanov, out of 35. And Conor McGregor, 7 of 10. And final box of the break, box number 15. Good luck, everybody. Mitch Richmond, 3 of 3. Reggie Jackson, 1 of 1. And Andre Dawson, 90 out of 100. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here real quick. And we'll take care of the randoms. We've got 3 of them. All right, for the hits, Salvador Perez, Don Mattingly, Tony Perez, Jay Novacek, Pete Rose, and Dave Justice. Mike Piazza, Thurman Thomas, Elvin Bethea, Paul O'Neill, and Goldberg. Sammy Sosa, Ryan Sandberg, Robin Young. Donnie Shell, Greg Oden, Patrick Mahomes, 1 of 1. Cheryl Miller, Joe Montana, Alex Morgan, Tony Oliva, DJ Lagway, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Reed, Maya Hamm, and Bo Jackson. Yeah, I'm not going to take responsibility for it, my friend, because I had no part in it. And eBay has changed a lot of their settings over the past, like, 3 weeks, causing a lot of issues for people. Joe Dumars, Barry Larkin, Gary Sheffield, Dustin Poirier, Terry Francona, Brett Favre, Dennis Rodman, and Jim Hart. All we can do is apologize and give you refunds. Mike Tyson, John Stallworth, Ozzie Smith, Saeed Yakub Kakramanov, Conor McGregor, and Mitch Richmond. Reggie Jackson, and Andre Dawson. And for the multis, Jim Palmer, Ferguson Jenkins, and Jim Catt, 13 of 15. Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, and Dwight Howard, 3 of 3. And Steph Curry and Chris Mullen, 1 of 1. All right, we're going to go random.org and take care of these bad boys. If you're an Impeccable Baseball, stay tuned. That is here, and we are good to go with that here in a few minutes. See you back here soon. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 10 times on each random, starting off with Jim Palmer, Ferguson Jenkins, and Jim Catt, triple auto. That's 8 times, 9 times. Final roll. Ferguson Jenkins coming out on top. Congratulations. Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, and Dwight Howard. That is 9 times. Final roll. Shaquille O'Neal taking it home. And finally, Steph Curry and Chris Mullin, 1/1 dual auto. That is 9 times. Final roll. And it's Chris Mullin that will be taking it home. Congratulations. That is a big boy. All right, Impeccable Baseball. We'll be good to go with that in about a minute. Let's get that set up, and we can run it. All right, welcome in, everybody, to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. We've got one case of 2024 Panini Impeccable Baseball to get into, finally. Case number 39. This should have been taken care of a couple days ago, but we're good to go. Finally get this squared away, and good luck to everybody. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks, and let you know we'll go live and live. All right. Box number 1. That is a 20 ounces something. One troy ounce. 16/25, Yanquiel Fernandez. Johnny Bench, out of 99. Jackie Robinson, out of 30. Gunnar Henderson, out of 60. Ellie De La Cruz, and 9/10. Auto. Kobe Mayo, 67 out of 99. Patch auto. Paul Konerko, 20/25. Ben Sheets, 1/25. Bernie Williams, 2/25. Box number 2. Jumbo patch. 4/5 batting glove for Daniel Espana. That's a cool one. Rafael Velasquez, 54 out of 60. Nolan Ryan, out of 99. Blake Mitchell, out of 60. Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, 11 to 25, patch auto. That patch. Harry Ford, 32 out of 99. Lucas Shaw, 80 out of 99. Jet Williams, 21 out of 25. Patch auto. It's a nice patch. And Tommy Troy, 41 out of 49. Final box of the break, box number 3. Good luck, everybody. Kyle Teal, Stainless Stars, base out of 99. 89 out of 99. Ichiro, 10 out of 25. Ozzie Smith, out of 99. Yadier Molina, out of 99. Colin Huck, out of 49. McAble, 68 out of 99. Impeccable. Brock Porter, out of 99. It's a nice patch. Juan Ben Show, 6 of 10. And that is a doozy. 1 of 1. Ethan Salas. Boom. Worth the wait. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for the patience and allowing us to get this taken care of. Really do apologize for how long it took. But I'm very glad that we could break this because that was a solid case. Without a doubt, that was a solid case. Gonna finish getting these top loaded real quick and then we'll do a hit recap. Alright, for the hits. Ben Sheets, Jackie Robinson, Johnny Bench, Elliot De La Cruz. Out of 10. Kobe Mayo, Paul Konerko, Bertie Williams, Gunnar Henderson. Out of 5, Daniel Espanio, Tommy Troy, Jet Williams, Lucas Shaw, Frank Thomas, Blake Mitchell, Nolan Ryan, Rafi Velasquez, and Harry Ford. Kyle Teal, 1 of 1. Ethan Salas. McAble, Ichiro, Ozzie Smith, Yadier Molina, Colin Huck, Brock Porter, and Juan Ben Show out of 10. And of course, 1 Troy ounce sterling silver for Yanquiel Fernandez. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having you back in here sometime in the very near future for more baseball. We've got plenty more different things on the way. NT and Flawless is supposedly coming out this month, so hopefully we'll see you back here for that. And Stars and Stripes as well. So, till next time, everybody, have a great Wednesday. Lead into your weekend, and we will see you guys in the next one.